Well, welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. This is going to be one of our main things in the new series I'm adding in here and there, homesteading and prepping for the other 99%. We're here, the area in South Carolina at the 3,000 foot line, a little bit above. And this boy, as I was saying, he was scrimping and saving, and he finally got him a retreat location. Well, actually he inherited the property from the family. I wouldn't say it was free because he had to buy out some other siblings, but it is his now. So, as I'll say later on when I'm looking at the roofing and say something about I picked the camera up a little bit late, well, I really didn't. If I'm working for you, I always ask the owner permission for filming. And it wasn't until today that I finally he came up here and I asked him about filming it, and he didn't have a problem. So we've already started on the roof. We're going to be putting a metal roof on here. His daddy had it for a long time. They converted this part of the porch into some bedrooms. The other part of it is porch is just a screened in thing. He put that like 40-pound felt paper down with the gravel on it, and there's about 6 layers of it on there. He'd never put the metal roof on, but we're going to put a 5V crimper in. I mean, it's not my choice, but it matches the original part of the building up there. So we're going to put metal on all the roofs. We will be doing a bunch of things. He's going to build a full-fledged honest-to-goodness bathroom out here with shower and tub, and we're going to move the hot water heater and put a gas hot water heater in, or we may put one of the PV electric that I did in the greenhouse. We may put one of those in. We have a little bit of problem with solar. As you can tell right here, the only sun he really gets, this is the power line right away. I'll do a little clip on that. That's really the only sun he gets, and we're tracking to see how much he gets per day and how much. But he wants to put about 15 kW of solar up here. Well, a person put a new pump in last year. We're going to take one of the water sources and convert that DC pump or that AC pump over to DC solar, if that's possible. We're going to put a DC powered pump down in the well as well. I'll take you on for that one. Presently, this whole thing right now has a kerosene heater out back. We're getting rid of it. He wants to put a heat pump in and a gas heat source. He wants to get rid of that. We're going to redo the fireplace, the chimney, actually a chimney for the stove. We're going to line that so it's safer. Right now it's just laid up brick. This is just a place the family's had for better than 50 years. It's just been a little vacation place they come to every now and then. It sits back a good way off the lane. I'll do a little video, do a little clip on the road situation. But this is what Carolina Homestead Planner does. We're coming in here, we're going to take this thing and we're going to gut part of the inside out and redo the kitchen. Like I said, put a bathroom in, and he's got a bunch of plans. We're going to be working on this thing for a while throughout the summer and try to get it to where we can come in here and do a bunch of the work this winter. But he's using it now. He'll be here from time to time, so we don't want to completely destroy the whole place all at one time, although that would be easier to do. But we're going to do it in stages, and that's how we kind of work for most people. So let me take you up there and I'll start showing you in this place. Well, here's the thing. We're up on this roof, and hopefully this shiny roof ain't going to glare too bad on my phone. But this is the only location we have for solar. And he does own all the way down into the gorge. But I don't know if I can catch it with a car going by. Can't quite see if I got my finger in the picture. But at the next pole on the power line is the road. The only thing good about it is, yes, you can see the road from here. But when you're in the road, it's in a cut about 8 foot deep. So the pole's sitting way above your head. You just really don't pay that much attention to it. And you really can't see the house that bad because you're in a cut. So maybe not the best location, but you know, when you inherit it, you gotta take what you get. So we're doing this thing right now. We're gonna have to clean out a bunch of this brush. And I mean, from here down to the gorge is over 100 feet deep. So we don't know whether we're going to be putting the solar panels on this side, over here alongside the power pole. We're working on where we're going to be able to put these things. Don't want to cut trees down. May have to put somewhat of a little bit of a tracker just to move, because the only thing he's going to have is just this one slot. So it'll be curious to see what we end up with. We're going to get a guy to come out with a little gizmo and track the sun and see where the best place is, if there even is one, but going to have to be one because we're going to put it in here anyhow. So let's get back on this roof project. Let me show you what's going on. 3, 2, 1. Well, as usual, I went ahead and started before I ever put the camera on it. But I did catch myself. This 45-degree corner right here, this is what it is. This is just that rolled out, I think it's 50-pound paper. Got gravel on it. And there's like 4 layers of it. His daddy just kept putting another roof and another roof and another roof. And this boy decided this time just go ahead with metal and forget all this stuff. But this is part of the covered enclosed screen porch. A little bit shaky. Now it's been up here. They do get a fair amount of snow. But it just has 2x4 for rafters. And we get inside, we're going to shore all them up and change all that. We may make this into a part of the kitchen out here instead of just being a covered porch. This one right here, it was a porch that they then converted over to 2 bedrooms. And as you can tell, he wanted to match up with the same 5V Crent 10, but the longest they got is 12 foot, and he needed 13 foot to make it to the edge of the roof, so we got to put a bunch of 2-foot pieces up under here. I really don't like doing it, but if I run it up high enough and caulk it, that is in the overhang of the porch, so it shouldn't be a problem. We'll have to do his daddy's favorite thing, tar over this roof again. There's so many holes in it where he kept popping it loose to put that roll roofing over all the years. So we're going to have to seal that up pretty good. And the same thing with this porch roof. We got to add a 2-foot piece down here in the overhang to finish that up. But it's about the same way. I mean, when they built this thing here, and this place is about 80 years old. Used to be the old one-room schoolhouse. But if you can see that seam going down here, this is all one length of 10, then the other. Kind of nice to get that 5V rib metal. You can get cut per foot, per the inch, whatever you want, and get it all in one piece and no seams. But he wanted to stay with matching what's here, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and lay some of the rest of this roofing down and start cutting this 45 corner, and I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like when we're getting closer to being done. Well, here we are. We got this lower section of the roof done. That's the 45 with the hip roof in it. All the way done, all the pieces added on it. And the front section over the bedroom, we have all done all the way to the ends. All the pieces added on. Not bad for a 1.5-day project. Let's go around and take a look at this kerosene tank and see if we can get this thing loaded and get out of here for the day. Well, here on the back side of the property, and this is that infamous kerosene tank. We've been draining kerosene out of it, taking it home. Still got too much in it, I believe, to upend it and put it on a trailer, so we're going to bring some more 5-gallon buckets and see if we can't put some more in the tractors. We'll use it for diesel fuel. But I'd like to thank you for watching. And this is, like I said, it's going to be one of the projects. It's be homesteading and prepping for the other 99%. Well, like I said, right here's where the bathroom wall is going to come out. And actually start up here by that little window, I believe. And we're going to take you along for this whole build. Like I said, it's going to take a while, but we work with people. I'd like to thank you for watching. Subscribe, tell your friends about it, like it, and share it. Thank you.